my friends and decided to work on one of the journals. I sprayed some DecoArt misters in here, and I'm just coloring this page up a bit. I am not being too careful. I'm getting it everywhere, even got some on the cover, but that's okay. So what I'm doing is I just want to add some color to these pages. This is going to be my little note page here that I'm going to write my note on what I'm doing. So just to show you. And I have, I'm going to dry this off actually really quickly here. It won't take too long. Just so then I can write to and why I did this little thing and that kind of thing to the person. So that's going to be that page. So I'm going to leave that one. And I'm going to go to the next page. And so I have all these pages available. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to now cut a little page saver for this project. It's not that I'm really too worried about it, but oops, I'm going to cut a page saver, totally mess up the size of it. That's great. But that's okay, I'll just grab something else. Totally mess up the size of this. That's why we have scrap paper everywhere. Anyways, so this is what I'm going to work on here on this page. I'm going to add a little gesso. This one's not open. We don't want to use one that's not open yet, do we? No. Oh, here it is on this side. So I'm just going to use a little gesso. I'm going to grab a scraper, I think. I'm just going to scrape a little bit on. I don't want to make my pages too thick because it is, I've got, you know, pretty much the size of the paper, the book. It's got the Velcro on it and that kind of thing. But I want to add a little texture. So I'm just going to add just a little texture. And that's probably all the texture I'm going to add for these. These ones are going to be a pretty flat book, but the pages will have a little something. So I'm going to dry that up, and then I'm going to start playing with a page. So with this page, I've decided to use these kind of Target water crayons. I'm going to grab those. I'm going to grab my water brush, and I'm going to grab, I have picked some stamps here, and I'm just going to color with that. I'm just going to play with that. So my background's not, it's just a little texture. And we'll see what we got, how we can work with it. I don't know if I put my sponge, my foamy, somewhere. We'll see if I can get a good image without it. And what I'm going to do is just, you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm just tapping up, just inking up. And I'm going to go down. I've got the cover here and all that stuff, so hopefully that'll be enough of a cushion to get a good image. Hopefully I got enough ink on there too. Inking around, playing around, and there's a nice image. So I'm doing stamps. You can do whatever, I'll draw whatever, and I'm just decide to do a stamp. Picture. I got to clean my area. So that's what I got to do, is move all the stuff that I've been using out of the way. And then I could stamp freely and stop moving my camera stand. So this is the second one I'm going to use. Pushing it on there. This is a better image, but it's got some texture on it too. So I'm going to add a dragonfly. And part one here. And part of one here. It's just playing with it, right? And I'm going to add my friend stamp right at the top. Now this might be a bit wonky. We'll see how it goes because of the thicker paper on this side, and I didn't have my sponge. We'll see. There we go. It's good. It's good. Not the perfect impression, but this is fun, messy art. First page. So what I'm going to probably do is jump a few pages here and there. And that's it. Now I'm going to decorate. I'm going to paint, water paint, and all that kind of stuff, and have fun with my water brush today. So, just checking here, looking up, did I push play? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap my brush on here and get some blue on my dragonfly. I'm going to add some green. And see, now I don't have to worry that I got any stamps on the cover. I want it to be a little bit, I don't want to be too messy. Messy is good, but not too messy. So now I'm going to add a little green. I love these. You just got to tap it a little bit like this with some moisture, and it gets on there. So then it's kind of making it tealy, which is nice. I like that. And then I am going to probably do some orange around. And now for that, I'm just going to scribble a little bit of orange. I might add a little red too. I don't know. Or yellow. I've got a little yellow on there, so I might do that. Move that around. Easy peasy, almost like an ATC, right? It's pretty much an ATC size. So it's kind of a good way to play and practice something you would put on an ATC. Few-minute art. This could be like a little book of, you know, 5-minute art or something like that, you know, or 10-minute, 15-minute, however long it takes. Could do a little brown in her hair. And you can even add other colors, highlights or whatever. But I think I'm just going to go, a little brown. I might do a little black. I don't know. Add a little bit right to it. Make it smear a little easier. Yeah, I think so. There we go. Now I got most of that brown off. I might just put a little bit over her eyes. I don't know how I'm going to paint her. I don't have like a very good skin tone, so don't know that yet. Just going as we go. I'm going to put a little brown here and just kind of clean off my brush. Squeeze some of that water out to get it really light. Don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to add a little bit of red lips and maybe a teeny bit of red. Well, nice thing about the watercolor, you can go on, you can take it off, you can play with your fingers, touch the brown again, you could shade it with black a bit more, whatever. I'm going to throw in a little red on her face. It's really blending in with the brown well, but that's okay. You need some kind of color on her. I might even go a little yellow too. So that's her face. Okay. Gotta see all these colors here. They're just yummy. I know I got a mess in the background too, but I'm using that as my backdrop for now. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy on you guys. I'm going to throw in some yellow. Just on some highlights. It's odd looking highlights, but it's yellow. It's just these cheap water, I'm not using my water crayons, watercolor crayons proper set. I'm just using the cheap ones from whatever store it was, Target, when it was in town. And these are like the watercolor, I think. What are they called? They are called twistable watercolor crayons. Yep. And I forgot about this hand over here. So I'm going to go in with the hand a bit. And now I'm using my browns a bit, my red a bit. And I'm just going to highlight a little bit with yellow. Pull off some color. Just, you know, it's just staining it really. I got some black coming through from the other side, so hopefully when it dries, I'm going to highlight a little bit yellow. that will go away a bit. I'm going to add a little bit of purple. Who likes purple? Just for the side here, the pillow or whatever it is that she's leaning on, sleeping on. It could be a rock, could be whatever. Probably a pillow. This is so far what I got. Just cute. Just cute. I'm going to grab some red for around here, and I'm going to probably use some inking and doodling and that kind of thing on there to finish it up. Just going around the picture frame here with some red. And now I'm going to, I think I'm going to add a little blue to her eyes. And then I'm just going to add a little blue to this shading here. On this side. And not much shading on this side, so I'm just going to do a little bit, touch. There we go. I'm pretty happy with it. Just fun little water pencils. So, okay. This one has some nails. This other one, her fingers are curved. I'm going to dry that off. And then I'm going to doodle with some pen or marking or something like that. And there we go. That's what I got so far. Lead pencils here, crayons or something like that. I found them at a side of the road sale. Just cheapies, I think. So they have no name on them, so I'm just using them to doodle with. So I'm using the black to go around my edges a bit here, making a bit of a border around here. I might go a little bit over with the red on her lips and that kind of thing. I'm just doodling back and forth. I'm going to do some teal. This is just kind of messy but cute, I think. I'm actually going to do a little bit of teal on her pillow or whatever this is, because I'm going to add, I like that. Adds a little visual texture. I could add the pencil to her face to shade in, finish shading in, or doing any kind of drawing and that kind of thing. My little insects here are so cute. Going to do a little bit more black border. I might even do little spots around with the Posca pen, I think. So just getting some ideas down here as I'm going. Really messy but cute. So there we go. That's what I got for my doodles. Grabbing a white Posca, I think, and I'm not so far just the white Posca pen. Some of this color is going to come through probably on my Posca. That might go over, obviously, probably with the black. Do my border that I just made here. Just to do the scallop edges and just having fun with it. This is so fun. I think I watched on a video that there's metallic Posca pens. So I'm going to have to find those. I love metallic. I think that would be neat. So there's my scalloped border. How about if we do like a blue on them? I don't have teal or anything. They have just the flat colors, but at least this is what I have. But I might just do a little blue tie in her eyes a bit and some of the shading. And the wings, the teal and the kind of blue-green I mixed together with that. So that is that. I am liking that very much. Now I'm just going to scribble out the edges here to finish it up. That is one layout. Isn't that a cute small mini layout? One cute small mini layout for me. And also what I wanted to do, one of the original things I wanted to do, oh, I might grab red just for the heck of it. I want to do some dots around the edge of here. Frame up this a little bit, something different. Don't know how red looks, but we can try it out. You could do any kind of markers too, or even paint dots with paint or something. Kind of thinking that it's too light. Need something more bold, so I'm going to go black. Just to have something stick out a little bit more, even though there is quite the dark edge here. But yeah, just doing some dotting around my edges. And there we go. Pop yellow would be nice on there too, I think. You guys cannot see this, can you? I think a pop of yellow would be nice. I'm just going between them. I'm kind of not on the red dots. Just adding a little extra craziness, but it's really nice. The black wasn't quite on the reds, so it's kind of scattered, so it's kind of neat to have the yellow in between there too. That's my first page, guys. Hope you like it. Don't forget to craft like a duck. I'm going to show you. I'm going to seal it, and there is my first layout. It's the pages got a little giveaway, but that's good, so I can move them around. So that's my first layout on my mini journal. Hope you guys like it. Bye. Don't forget to craft like a duck.